It is a pleasure for me to welcome you to the 2022 Academic Success Center Honors Ceremony. My name is Dan Januchis. I am the Senior Associate Dean of the Academic Success Center. We will now take a moment to watch a brief welcome video that highlights our ASC services and experiences.
Here at the Academic Success Center, we strive for a success that goes beyond the classroom. We push ourselves to the brink of academic excellence.
We guide our students from the beginning of their academic journeys, taking their first steps into major exploration through advising, coaching, teaching, and so much more.
And all together, we learn from each other to explore, to succeed, and to find something greater.
I'm a freshman and I didn't know anything about the college process. Well, it's still challenging, but at the beginning it was so hard. New language, new culture, everything was so different. In the far future, I would like to be a doctor.
It's super important to use all of the Academic Success Center's resources because they help you graduate. They help you achieve your goal. They make it easier because a lot of times we're overwhelmed, we're stressed, and a lot of people just give up and they drop out because they either are too ashamed to ask for help or they don't know how to look for help.
As a first-generation college student coming from a low-income family, it was really hard because I didn't really have a lot of support. So, of course, my parents are very proud that I'll be graduating.
I definitely was not the smartest kid coming to UNLV, so I've had a whole bunch of academic honors awards. I've won like a communication speech contest, and it's not because of the fact that I was just born this way. It was because I had a lot of help during the way, and a lot of it came from like Academic Success Center, which is having like an advisors kind of coach me along the way how to become the best student I can possibly be.
The Academic Success Center is an area where students can go to receive services that they wouldn't otherwise have access to, so they can achieve success in their academics and in their future careers. Quite literally, the Academic Success Center is for every student that attends UNLV, not just freshmen or sophomores, but students that are juniors or seniors have access to services that the Academic Success Center provides.
Well, I think that there's a stigma of getting help when you're in college. You feel like you should know it all or you've made it here. So I was embarrassed when I went in because of that stigma of getting help. In my culture, we don't really, go seek that help, and it took me a long time. And everybody there is just so kind. Everybody was so kind. We all need help in many different ways, but actually we don't know that we need this help. I didn't know that I needed that help.
It's so important to kind of have someone that holds you accountable, someone that you can trust. It's definitely helped in my success thus far with my upper division classes.
This is something that I definitely want every single one of my students to say that, what did I do that I just enjoyed so much today, and why am I doing what I do right now? What if this is a student coming in that had the same background as me? I want them to make sure that they had the same experience I did, that if I didn't know anything at all, if I wasn't interested in the subject, what can I do with their personal experience, and what can I do along the way to make them realize that this subject that they're doing isn't just important for getting a good grade, but this is something that's really actually beneficial in their life, thinking big picture.
We serve a UNLV's exploring major students by helping them do major and career affiliated exploration. But the most important of what our advisors do here in the Academic Success Center is they help the student facilitate that whittling process, that narrowing down of what their own passions or their own interests, how those can translate to not only a major but to a career.
Ordinary people are just people that have dreams, that have ambition, that have wants and needs. But extraordinary is only a step away through motivation. How motivated are you to actually sacrifice for whatever dream it is? That's how ordinary people become extraordinary. It's by motivation. And extraordinary doesn't mean that it's some outward like praise or gratitude or you've invented something new. But extraordinary just means that when you touch someone's life in just one moment, they realize that they've been changed. And that is how ordinary people become extraordinary.
Now, I would like to introduce you to the founding dean of the Academic Success Center, who has been a professor of theater at UNLV for 32 years. She has published 10 books, primarily in oral history of theater, and theater for older adults. Some of her milestones include creating a nationally recognized senior theater program, a gerontology program, and of course, the UNLV Academic Success Center, which has helped thousands of students since its inception. Her work has been featured on The Today Show, NBC Nightly News, and The Wall Street Journal, just to name a few. Please join me in welcoming our founding dean, Dr. Anne McDonough.
Thanks, Dr. Januchis. And thanks to all of you for joining us to honor our students, faculty, and staff who have all contributed to making this a really exciting year of achievement. In spite of the many challenges the pandemic has brought, you'll see from a number of people who are presenting today that our students have achieved really remarkable academic successes. In fact, there were so many successful students that they were just too numerous to attempt to name individually. So please notice the crawl at the bottom of the screen, which highlights all of our student award winners. Congratulations. Joining us today are some wonderful colleagues and administrators who have made all of our successes possible. But first, I want to draw your attention to the graphics on the screen that highlight our Board of Regents for the Nevada System for Higher Education. We are so grateful for their support and the fact that they've made student success a top priority. A great champion of student success is our president, Dr. Keith E. Whitfield, who is a seasoned university administrator and prolific scholar in the fields of psychology, health, and aging. Dr. Whitfield previously served as Provost, Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs, and Professor of Psychology at Wayne State University in Michigan. And he is an inspiration for our work at the Academic Success Center and really UNLV as a whole, because under his leadership, Wayne State achieved remarkable gains in its graduation rate. They increased overall enrollment, and they launched an Innovation and Entrepreneurship Center, which is top drawer. Dr. Whitfield has authored or co-authored over 200 publications and has earned nearly $20 million in funding from agencies, including the National Institutes of Health, National Institute on Aging, and the National Science Foundation. He's worked in higher education for more than 3 decades and has received numerous national awards and honors throughout his career. So please join me in welcoming our president, Dr. Keith E. Whitfield.
Hello, and welcome to the annual Academic Success Center Honors Ceremony. I'm UNLV President Keith Whitfield, and it's a privilege for me to be here to share a few words with you today about this important event, which recognizes UNLV faculty and staff and students for outstanding achievements during the spring 2021 and fall 2021 semesters. Now that we are, hopefully, emerging from this pandemic, we can share a new sense of purpose while applauding all the students and faculty and staff that have excelled. They've sacrificed and triumphed through such an uncertain time. The university exists in part to prepare our wonderfully diverse students to lead highly successful and socially impactful lives as future creators, innovators, researchers, and leaders. To accomplish that, we need to support our students and address their needs, and that's exactly what today's honorees have done. Today is a salute to the faculty and staff who, despite the perils of the pandemic, created new ways to help students steer through these troubled times and demonstrate how to succeed and triumph over adversity. These caring, compassionate, and creative professionals found ways to keep our students engaged and motivated. And more importantly, they help students progress amidst the curtailment of in-person classes and the limits of remote learning. Through technology, by keeping non-traditional office hours, and by finding ways to coach students to meet their varied individual goals, they brought out the best of our students and the UNLV community at large. And it's the exceptional work of those students that we're celebrating today. Our students showed their resilience time and time again, and they exhibited all the qualities we look for in a rebel. They would not be derailed by a global pandemic and the many complex and nearly daily challenges that impacted every part of their lives. And clearly, They will not be derailed by whatever obstacles the future might throw in their path. To our student honorees, you are awe-inspiring, each and every one of you. We could not be more proud of your accomplishments or feel more grateful and humbled to be able to say that you represent UNLV. Congratulations to all of you.
It is my pleasure to introduce Executive Vice President and Provost, Dr. Chris Heavey. Provost Heavey serves as the university's Chief Academic Officer and works closely with the President in overseeing academic and budgetary priorities for UNLV. Dr. Heavey is a professor of psychology and a licensed psychologist, and his research focuses on understanding the inner experience and its relationship to mental health. He's been at UNLV for more than 30 years, during which time he's been recognized for his award-winning work. He's held numerous leadership positions, including Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Senior Vice Provost. Dr. Heavey received his PhD in psychology from the University of California, Los Angeles.
Thank you, Dean McDonough. Welcome and congratulations to the outstanding students and faculty members joining us for today's virtual recognition ceremony. And thank you to the family and friends who make their success possible. This honors ceremony is our chance to publicly acknowledge and applaud the many accomplishments of our honorees over the past year. I'm delighted to be here to celebrate the commitment to learning and success reflected among this group. Students, you impress and amaze me. You are pursuing your interests with dedication and hopefully discovering your passion. As student athletes, student workers, and student volunteers for impactful community projects, tutoring, or peer mentoring, your days and nights are full to the brim. Yet you've gone well beyond good enough. You're taking on a champion's mentality to triumph over tough academic subjects and then go on to even greater challenges. I am so proud that more than 1,000 UNLV students will be recognized today for their academic success, community service, and creative projects, including 555 exploring majors and 292 student athletes who made the Dean's List in spring and fall of 2021. 395 students earned a total of 487 scholarships in that time, including 29 Hickson Lead Success Scholars, 11 Jumpstart Scholarships, 68 Academic Success Center Dean's Award Scholarships. We're also recognized a number of individuals and awards for faculty and staff who have demonstrated immense commitment to learning and development of our students, devoting untold hours to supporting their success. Students and faculty working together produces meaningful research, provides important services and resources to the community, and enriches our lives culturally. My sincere thanks to you, students, faculty, and staff, for your hard work and for taking every opportunity at UNLV to make yourselves and your university a shining example of achievement. Thank you for believing in each other and for staying the course no matter the challenges. You are the heart of what makes UNLV a great university. I can't wait to see what more you accomplish during your time at UNLV and beyond. We're proud of you. Congratulations. Thank you, Dr. Heavey. Now it's time to hear from our ASC undergraduate student speaker, Melinecadayong. She is a first-generation student, a Hickson Lead Success Scholar, and an honors college student majoring in psychology. May holds a 4.0 cumulative GPA. May has been actively involved in the UNLV community by serving as a research assistant, a teaching assistant, and a student worker for a UNLV public health program. She is a true student leader who has excelled in and out of the classroom.
Hello UNLV students, staff, and faculty. My name is Melinecadayong, and I would first like to thank the Academic Success Center for inviting me to give this speech. Today I'd like to talk to you about how the Academic Success Center and Hickson Lead Success Scholars Program helped me through a tragic event. I have previously had my struggles with seeking help and can understand why some students are hesitant to do so. However, I hope that by sharing my experience, I can inspire my fellow peers to persevere through challenging times and know that support is there for them when needed. During the fall 2021 semester, I had suffered the very sudden and traumatic loss of my stepfather. I remember feeling lost and as if I were living in a movie. Panic engulfed me. Not only would my family be suffering from emotional distress, but also unprecedented financial burdens. I worried about my ability to get through the semester, and I considered taking a leave from school in order to work full-time to support my mother. Following that night, I decided to contact Cheyenne, one of the Hickson Lead Success Scholars program coordinators. She had always expressed before that the Hickson Lead Success Scholars could come to her whenever we needed support, and I knew that she would genuinely care about me and my situation. On the day that Cheyenne called me, I received deep compassion and immediate support. She reassured me that I could get through my circumstances, and she helped me contact the UNLV support team, who let my professors know I was going through hardship and connected me to mental health and financial resources. I was able to get extensions on assignments and exams, as well as the mental health support I truly needed. Through the Academic Success Center's coaching services, I learned vital skills related to time management, self-care, and goal setting, which were all essential to my ability to persevere through the semester. Had I not been in the Hickson Lead Success Scholars program, I believe I would have had a much harder time reaching out for help. Being in the program has allowed me to recognize that support and guidance are never out of reach for us students. As I continue to navigate the changes brought on by my recent loss, I also continue to receive support from the program. I know that some students may feel alone at times, but I hope they can realize that there are people in the UNLV community who genuinely care about our success and well-being. No matter how big or small a situation may seem, it is never wrong to seek help. Even in our lowest times, when it feels like the only option is to give up, I hope that my peers choose to keep trying and remember that many UNLV resources exist for our various needs. Finally, I would like to leave you with a quote given by Winston Churchill. "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Thank you for your time.
The first ASC Student Award goes to Xiaoxi Coco Zhao. Coco is a student athlete on the UNLV women's tennis team. Like many students, the transition into college brought some challenges for Coco, but she enrolled in Cole Winter E, which is the ASC's first-year seminar. Her professor, Dr. Hannah Andrews, provided her the guidance and support needed for college life. Then, when in-person instruction returned in fall of 2021, Coco was able to move to the United States from China to experience in-person UNLV courses. She received a 4.0 semester GPA and landed on the Dean's Honors List. Coco consistently utilized the Student Athlete Academic Services and Program and studied in the SAS Academic Success Center weekly. Congratulations to Coco. The second ASC Student Award goes to Janie Negoza. A first-generation college student and Hickson Lead Success Scholar, Janie was an honors college student who graduated in December of 2021. She earned a degree in secondary education with a concentration in social studies and a minor in political science. While attending UNLV, Janie was actively involved as a Gamma Phi Beta member, an on-campus student worker, and a member of the Nevada Institute of Teaching and Educator Preparation Program, where she taught Chilean students. Through these roles, Janie engaged in substantial community service for Southern Nevada. Please join me in congratulating Janie on this wonderful award. The ASC Faculty Award is presented to UNLV faculty members who have significantly contributed to ASC initiatives. This year's ASC Faculty Award is presented to Dr. Jennifer Utz. Dr. Utz is an Associate Professor of Life Sciences who researches hibernation, comparative physiology, human anatomy, and science education. Dr. Utz is a tremendous advocate and supporter of the ASC Supplemental Instruction Program. She is an SI faculty partner who works closely with both SI leaders and ASC staff to ensure the sessions are beneficial for students and help promote their overall success. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Utz. Now, to introduce our student awards is Dr. Joe Irvin, Assistant Professor in Residence in the Academic Success Center.
Thank you, Dr. G. Our Outstanding Undergraduate Student Employee Award goes to Parker Yates. Parker is a senior majoring in finance who is a front desk leader for the ASC General Subjects Tutoring Lab in the Lead Library. Parker has excellent customer service skills and is always willing to go the extra mile for UNLV students and visitors. He is a great listener, a quick learner, and an asset to the ASC team. Congratulations to Parker. Our next award is for our Outstanding Graduate Student Employee. The award this year goes to Katie Ballou. Katie is a higher education master's student going into her second year of working with our Student Athlete Academic Services team to support our student athletes. As a former student athlete herself, Katie has put her knowledge of NCAA rules into practice by supporting the students and coaches of the UNLV cheer, dance, and pom teams. Katie is willing to lend a helping hand whenever needed and always with a smile. Congratulations to Katie. I now present Dean McDonough, who will introduce our student athlete achievements.
So the Academic Success Center is very proud to house Student Athlete Academic Services and work with our Director of Athletics, Eric Harper. Harp has been in athletics administration for 30 years and joined UNLV in 2012, where he has overseen fundraising efforts for the department and has served as a sport administrator for multiple sports, including football and women's golf. In January of this year, Harp was selected as UNLV's newest Director of Athletics. Mr. Harper was a student athlete on Kansas State University's Wildcats football team. He later earned a master's degree in organizational management and leadership from Ashford University. He's an outstanding advocate for student athletes and their successes, both on and off the field. You'll hear more specific academic achievements for our student athletes as our ceremony unfolds, but we're especially proud of the 9 straight semesters of student athletes achieving a 3.0 or greater grade point average. Under Mr. Harper's leadership, we look forward to continuing this record-setting trend. On behalf of the entire ASC, and especially our Student Athlete Academic Services team, we're so excited to work with Mr. Harper on the continued success of our student athletes. So please join me in welcoming UNLV's Director of Athletics, Mr. Eric Harper.
We're incredibly proud of our student athlete success, both athletically and academically. With the support of our Student Athlete Academic Services professionals, our coaches, and the Academic Success Center, we are again celebrating another year of remarkable achievement. I would like to specifically congratulate our Student Athlete Academic Services Department on earning the 2022 Academic Assessment Award. As this year's winner, the department will receive an honorarium in the amount of $2,500. The persistent efforts of our staff in that unit to support and assess our student athletes is commendable, and their dedication to improving our students' academic experience has been outstanding. The results speak for themselves. Over the past year, our student athletes set multiple major UNLV athletics academic awards, which make us extremely proud. 3.35 cumulative grade point average of fall semester of 2021, collective semester GPA of 3.0 or higher for a 9th straight semester. Our students have continued to persevere through the pandemic, adjusting to new and innovative ways to learn and connect with their professors, all while continuing to place academics at the top of their priority list and achieving unprecedented success along the way. Academic success will continue to be a major part of the student-athlete experience at UNLV. In athletics, our core values are integrity, service, excellence, accountability, innovation, and empathy. And our mission is to graduate leaders, win championships, and excel in all that we do. We know that you all have your own personal core values, and as long as you stay true to them, great things can and will continue to happen. Congratulations to our students, parents, and each of your support systems on your academic achievements. UNLV Athletics is proud of each and every one of you.
Thank you to our Director of Athletics, Mr. Eric Harper. Another very key player in our student-athlete academic successes is our Student Athlete Academic Services team, headed by Rebecca Pugh. She is the Associate Athletics Director for Student Athlete Academic Services.
Thank you, Anne and Eric, for your continued support and leadership. It is a true testament to where we are today. Our student athletes continue to blow me away with their determination and focus towards reaching their full potential while at UNLV. Their thirst to learn, grow, and succeed has translated into their many academic successes, individually and as a whole. They continue to show the unmatched devotion towards excellence and the outcome is clear with the following record-breaking academic achievements. 323 student athletes made the Dean's Honor List in spring and fall 2021. 276 student athletes earned academic all-conference honors. 147 student athletes earned the 2020-2021 Mountain West Scholar Athlete Award. And as a department, we set a record high academic progress rate multi-year score with a 985. Congratulations to all of our student athletes. Your hard work truly shines through and we are proud of you. Now, back to Dan, who will present the next award.
The Campus Community Partner Award is presented to organizations who have demonstrated significant support for ASC initiatives. This year's award goes to the UNLV Military and Veteran Service Center. The Military and Veteran Service Center is recognized for their continued support of exploring majors, major pathway students, and non-degree seeking students who receive their veteran benefits. They continually keep us updated on changes regarding eligibility requirements, policies, and deadlines. The staff is always happy and willing to provide clarification for complicated subjects, making them an excellent partner with the ASC's advising team. The ASC advising staff noted that the Military and Veteran Service Center consistently impresses them with their support and their dedication to UNLV students and the veteran community as a whole. We are proud to present the Military and Veteran Service Center with this year's Campus Community Partner Award. Now, Dr. Brandy Smith will present the ASC Staff Awards.
Thank you, Dr. Januchis. Today, we have several well-deserving colleagues who are receiving this year's Academic Success Center Awards. We are proud and grateful to each of them for their continued commitment to serving our students and staff. Our first award is the ASC Service Award, which is for extraordinary service to the ASC and UNLV. This year's recipient is Cheyenne Cuizon, Assistant Director of Academic Transitions and Learning Support. Cheyenne has generously assumed the duties for vacant positions over the past year, including twice serving as the Acting Coordinator for Academic Success Coaching. Her service to the ASC and UNLV also extends to service on multiple committees, including search committees, where she has been a committee member and a chair, the ASC Retention Committee, and the new Student Orientation and Welcome Weeks committees. Cheyenne also recently began overseeing the ASC's Peer Mentoring Program, where she works to expand outreach to our important exploring and major pathways populations. Lastly, Cheyenne goes above and beyond in her service to our Hickson Lead Success Scholars and our Jumpstart Scholarship recipients, acting as a mentor and guide for these important programs. Congratulations, Cheyenne. The Student-Centered Award recognizes extraordinary efforts to help our students above and beyond one's basic job duties. This year's recipient is Jennifer Villalobos, Coordinator for Student Athlete Academic Services. Jennifer always goes above and beyond to serve her student athletes. She is constantly helping her students, whether in person, via email, or text around the clock. If you walk into her office on any particular day, don't be surprised to find her student athletes congregating, working on homework, or just keeping her updated. She holds her student athletes accountable, but in a way that demonstrates her care for their success, both as a student athlete and a person. Jennifer supervises the SAS Graduate Assistants and is also a member of the ASC's Graduate Assistant Professional Development Committee, where she works with all ASC GAs on their development as professionals. Additionally, Jennifer works hard to coordinate tutoring services for all UNLV student athletes. Congratulations, Jennifer. The Collaboration Award recognizes faculty and staff who have had a significant role in fostering effective relationships, partnerships, or collaborations. This year's recipient is Senior Academic Advisor Elizabeth Johnson. Elizabeth has partnered with ASC faculty and staff on numerous occasions, including COLA 100E class presentations, marketing and outreach opportunities, and search committees. Most recently, Elizabeth has partnered with several faculty and students both within and beyond the ASC to publish peer-reviewed research in her doctoral field of study, biocultural anthropology. Elizabeth has served as a graduate college mentor, where she partnered with an undergraduate student on a research project. And most recently, Elizabeth received an Outstanding Advisor Award from UNLV's Advising Council Leadership Team and an Excellence in Advising Certificate of Merit for Melinecadayong Region 9, a premier organization for advisors. Congratulations, Elizabeth. The Collegiality Award recognizes faculty and staff who have had a significant role in fostering a spirit of collegiality. This year's recipient is visiting lecturer Kevin Sebastian. Kevin is very well liked and admired across the ASC. He is also very personable and collegial and supportive. In speaking with colleagues, they lauded his generous nature as he shares his time, insight, and resources with our COLA 100E teaching team. As just one example, Kevin shared materials from a podcast on happiness, which generated activities that could be used in the classroom to help students manage stress and cultivate well-being. Kevin has also nurtured relationships around campus, which have allowed him to incorporate activities into his own class, such as visits to the Career Center, the Writing Center, and the Marjorie Barrick Museum of Art. In addition to his beneficial relationships in the ASC, I'd like to highlight the comments of one student who said, "Out of all of my other classes, this professor has been the one to make me feel the most comfortable when it came to answering questions, and how nice and thoughtful he is when giving feedback on your work." Congratulations, Kevin. And now, Dean McDonough will provide us with some closing remarks.
Well, I just want to thank all of our faculty and staff who have worked so hard to bring about our student achievements today and really throughout the academic year. I also thank all of you for joining us and taking the time to celebrate with us. We look forward to another great year. Thank you.